Never forget, 6 years ago, a billionaire paedophile with ties to the global elite, the owner of a private Caribbean island complete with underage sex slaves, allegedly took his own life before he could testify. His powerful clients? They're still walking free. Never forget, the night he died, both of his prison guards were conveniently asleep. His cellmate, conveniently removed. The security cameras? They conveniently malfunctioned at the exact moment the world needed them most. If you think that was the end of the story, think again, because it's not over. High-profile figures, politicians, powerful brokers are sweating as a newly uncovered tranche of emails threatens to expose the truth they thought was buried. The case on high-profile clients including Bill Clinton and Adam Schiff isn't closed, it's just getting started. Welcome to The People's Voice, where we pull back the curtain on the lies, the cover-ups, and the conspiracies they never wanted you to see. Before we dive in, join the People's Voice Locals community if you haven't already, and sign up to become a member of the world's first ever cyber nation that truly believes in life, liberty, and the pursuit of your dreams. Visit joson.com and click the Join Us button today. It's completely free. Mel Gibson, a Hollywood insider turned outspoken critic, has just been appointed by Donald Trump as an ambassador to Hollywood. And he's not wasting any time. Gibson has made a bold vow. I'm going to clean the corruption and filth out of Hollywood. No more cover-ups, no more protecting the powerful. The truth will come out, no matter who it exposes. This isn't just a statement, it's a declaration of war against the dark forces that have controlled the entertainment industry for decades. Gibson, a man who's seen it all from the inside, is now on a mission to expose the lies, the manipulation, and the networks of elite pedophiles that use children as a currency and operate behind closed doors. Hollywood's elite are on notice. As far as Mel Gibson and patriots including Rep. Marsha Blackburn are concerned, the era of silence is over.
And that a large network of high-profile, high-dollar predators took part in this horrific abuse. That's why on the Senate Judiciary Committee, I've repeatedly requested a subpoena for the complete unredacted Epstein flight logs from the FBI. I've also pushed for the release of Ghislaine Maxwell's unredacted little black book of contacts and addresses. The American people have the right to know who flew on his planes, who witnessed the crimes, and who potentially participated in his global sex trafficking ring. Yet time and again, in the last Congress, Democrat leadership and then FBI Director Wray stonewalled my request. Make no mistake, by blocking my request, they were delaying justice for Epstein's many victims. But now, with Republican control of Congress and President Trump back in the Oval Office, we're going to see some real change on this issue. Just last week, the president's excellent pick for FBI Director Kash Patel vowed to work with me in releasing the Epstein records and breaking apart the trafficking rings that harm countless women and children across our country.
The question remains, is the world ready for the truth? Kash Patel has made a bombshell claim. The FBI investigation has uncovered 256 emails between Congressman Adam Schiff and Jeffrey Epstein. This is a massive scandal and Schiff must be held accountable. 256 emails. What were they discussing? Why were there so many? And why has this connection remained hidden until now? The implications are staggering. If released, this email trove will expose a web of corruption, cover-ups, and connections that reach deep into the heart of political power and explain why the elite have been so desperate to keep Schiff in office. How did California choose sleazebag Adam Schiff over LA Dodgers legend Steve Garvey? Sure, fraud played a role, but even with all the tricks, you still need enough real voters to make it look legit. And that's the kicker. Enough Californians willingly backed this lowlife, putting him in the Senate. What does that say about where California is headed? Something's broken. How do we fix it?
So you're being considered for director of the FBI. And here you did no diligence to find out whether people you were associating with now the President of the United States in song were convicted of attacking police officers. Is that who we want running the FBI? I want you to turn around. There are Capitol Police officers behind you. They're guarding us. Take a look at them right now. Turn around.
I'm looking at you. You're talking to me.
No, look at them. I want you to look at them if you can, if you have the courage to look them in the eye, Mr. Patel, and tell them you're proud of what you did. Tell them you're proud that you raised money off of people that assaulted their colleagues, that pepper sprayed them, that beat them with poles. Tell them you're proud of what you did, Mr. Patel. They're right there. They're guarding you today. Tell them how proud you are.
That's an abject lie, and you know it. I've never, ever accepted violence against law enforcement.
Why doesn't Schiff talk about his 72 trips to Epstein Island? Or the multiple cases allegedly paid out by a notorious Congress hush fund to several young boys and their families? Let's face facts. Diddy is currently rotting in the same prison where Jeffrey Epstein was found dead. And guess what? Adam Schiff was friends with both of these men. If there's any justice left, Schiff shouldn't be walking the halls of power. He should be locked up right next to his old friend Diddy. Because the company you keep says it all. Schiff was close friends with Dr. Bruce Hensel, the TV pervert who was caught soliciting lewd photos from a 9-year-old girl. How many famous perverts can one man be connected to? Because looking at the list, it seems to be endless. Every name, every connection, another thread in the same dark web. At what point do we stop calling it a coincidence? In 2022, Ed Buck, the Democrat megadonor and very close friend of Adam Schiff, was sentenced to 30 years in prison for drugging, raping, and killing young gay males. Adam Schiff chose not to comment on his long-term friend's horrific crimes and guilty verdicts. Now, a new report has just unveiled a trove of leaked information from Jeffrey Epstein's personal calendars and emails. Documents that, according to the Daily Mail, provided unprecedented insight into the massive influence once wielded by the late paedophile. These files, reportedly handed over to the US Virgin Islands government by Epstein's own estate, contain explosive mentions of high-profile names: Prince Andrew, David Blaine, Chris Rock, Peter Thiel, Woody Allen, and more. Sure, most of these names we already knew about. But here's the bombshell. Adam Schiff has now been dragged into the scandal. And that changes everything. Because for Senator Schiff, the identity of the next FBI director isn't just political, it's existential. His future, his secrets, his entire career are hanging in the balance. Kash Patel knows what's up. He knows Adam Schiff is a compulsive liar with a closet full of skeletons. And here's the best part. Patel isn't just calling him out. He's vowed to team up with Mel Gibson to eradicate the filth from California. And it starts at the top. No more cover-ups, no more lies. The days of the corrupt elite hiding in plain sight are numbered. But here's a warning. The rest of this report is not for the faint-hearted. The truth about what these reprobates were doing on Epstein's Island is far worse than anything the mainstream media has been forced to admit. After years of covering for Epstein, they're still doing it, burying the darkest parts, hiding the most horrific details. Because the truth is despicable. Medical experiments, sickening torture, death. Children treated like disposable objects, used, discarded, forgotten. But not for long. The reckoning is coming. Are you ready?